to Tactical Fighters video part 4. In this video we're going to pick up where we left off. Pretty much the FoamFighter 22 is pretty much dialed in and flying very good and stable. But we're going to try and make some corrections to the FoamFighter 23, which in our last test flights it was flying a little bit unstable in the roll, and it also seemed a bit tail heavy. So I've got a couple modifications that I'm going to make to the FoamFighter 23, and then we're going to get back out to the park and see how they fly. Okay, I pretty much completed all the modifications that I wanted to do on the FoamFighter 23. I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but I've added some small vertical stabilizers on the top side of the plane. Hopefully that'll help channel the air a little bit better and keep the air flowing straight and keeping the plane stable. But the major modification was adding the larger vertical stabilizers underneath the bottom tail. I kind of like to have them on the bottom because so they're hidden, and they're catching the prop wash right off the prop, and hopefully that'll keep a lot of air moving over the surfaces and provide more stability. So let's get up to the park and see how this modification works. Okay, we're here for test flights number 2. Let's see how it goes. 35. Pull the seat forward just a bit more. A little more? Yeah.
It looks like it's definitely flying better than the last flight, though.
It's wallowing a lot.
Yeah.
It's not as rocky.
Is it better than last time, Paul?
A lot better than last time. But it's still rocking a little bit. I know it doesn't plane flies like cram. I feel it plane flies once. Okay, I'm going to bring it in.
Readjust the center of gravity a little bit.
Really land.
Okay, we're going to do another test flight with the FoamFighter 23. Looks like I was pretty close with the last flight. For this flight I added another ½ ounce in the front just to try and get the balance right. So let's see how it goes.
Oh, I got off the floor. What's this?
It looks more stable, man. It looks a lot more stable, Paul. Yeah, it must have just been the tip stalling, like you're saying. Man, that thing flies pretty good now.
Thank you.
Nice and soft, man.
Okay, we're back in the workshop, and I just want to show you guys one more modification I ended up doing. Since the days were actually getting warmer, it seems like the speed controls were getting a little hotter. And I don't think the vents that I created were actually venting out the air good enough inside of the fuselage. So I decided to move the speed controllers outside of the main fuselage, and I put them in the air ducts of both planes. Let's see if you can, I don't know if you can see it very well. But it's inside the air duct now, so it'll get free flow of air blowing over it and hopefully keep it a lot cooler and keep it from thermaling. It's still pretty hidden inside the plane, so you can't really see it, but it's in a place where it's going to get a lot of good air to keep it cool. And that's basically a modification I did on both the FoamFighter 22 and the FoamFighter 23. Let's see if we can see the FoamFighter 23 here. There's the FoamFighter 23. So let's get back out to the park and see how that works. Okay, we're going to take the F-22 back up. Some more flights. This is day 3, test flights.
the FoamFighter 23 has got a little bit less drag.
Come steady. 73. And
So the F23 or the FoamFighter 23 is a little faster, but the FoamFighter 22 maneuvers a little better.
Yeah, it's a little more. It's definitely more stable. Better all-around flyer, I think.
And both of these planes weigh in over 26 ounces, right?
Yeah. With just a little 2200 gauge motor on the 6.4 prop.
You're supposed to go against the wind, man, when you come in for a landing.
awesome.
77.
77.
You got that, Thumb?
I got it. Yeah.
Where's the wind going, man? Coming towards us.
$72. So I think your best one was yesterday, 68 miles or 78 miles an hour. That's still pretty fast, man. That's faster than I thought it would be with that.
The weight and size.
No way, I like it.
73.
Yeah. It's getting better. It's good. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, I think putting the speed controllers in the air duct helped a lot.
Oh yeah, whenever you get direct airflow, man.
72. Oh! 51.
Nice and soft this time, man.
Yeah. What's up? Woo! She over there.
Okay, well, it looks like we got done flying these back to back, the FoamFighter 22 and the FoamFighter 23. In the comparison to me, I think the FoamFighter 22 is a more naturally stable aircraft. It does seem a little bit slower than the FoamFighter 23 because I believe it has a little bit more drag with the extra vertical stabilizers. But the FoamFighter 23 is actually a pretty good plane once you get it dialed in and locked in. Adding the extra vertical stabilizers on the bottom and on the top, you got it flying pretty much like a normal plane. With the large elevator, it's almost like vector thrust. This thing will basically go into a cobra maneuver very easy. It'll pop up and back down. But overall, I think just for overall performance and flying, I think, in my opinion, I think I like the FoamFighter 22. So I guess I kind of agree with what the Department of Justice did in their comparison. So in my opinion, overall, I like the FoamFighter 22, but the FoamFighter 23 is still a good plane. I think this will probably conclude our foam board experiments for a little while. We're probably going to get back into doing some EPP development of planes and other materials. But for a cheap, low-cost material, I believe foam board is, pretty viable to use. It's a little heavier, but I believe it's a little stronger, and having the extra weight, I believe, helps carry the momentum to keep these planes nice and quick. Well, I think this pretty much completes the Advanced Tactical Fighters series of videos. I'm really happy with the way the planes turned out and the way they're flying now. So I think overall it's been a very good project for me. I think I learned a lot in building these two planes and just about using foam board in general. So I guess it's on to the next project, and we'll see where it goes from there. But in ending, I'd really like to thank all of you viewers out there, and especially the viewers who consistently left comments on the videos. I think I learned a lot from you, and I hope in turn you guys learned a little bit also. So until the next project, take care, and I'll see you then.